here's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Giants. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, go down there, make a play, knock it free, and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now their defense has to run out on the field, see if they can slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. It's Simmons. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not thrown perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. A very early decision to be made here.
There is, and I think that because they're the home team, I would ride that wave a little bit, and I would gamble and go for it. Doesn't seem like it's optimal, but you're the home team. You'll get the support of the crowd all game long. Go get it right now and put 6 on the board.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got in. He did it. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Throwing Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Giants at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. A 1st down carry for Barkley. He'll get it across midfield down to the 49.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. We're scoreless after 1. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right in the yard. Now Jones. Touchdown Giants. Jalen Hyatt, his 1st touchdown of the year. And the Giants post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and a yard. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. In motion, the tight end. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge, maybe not
touchdown! Harris Campbell, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants add 6 to their lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field, the extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Touchdown, Giants! Jalen Hyatt. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly. And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Jones, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
He finds his man complete. That's Simmons. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
The quick throw complete into the flat out left.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
They're not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Now White. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Here's White. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. White.
Just get rid of it.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
And his kick here is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And the Cowboys have recovered. Great job by by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Now White, a final shot before break. A quick throw there is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Now this is going to be returned from the back left. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
A handoff. Barkley running left. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Off the play fake. Jones. It's Williams on the catch. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown! Harris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The partner, he has carried them in this ball game, throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air. And that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now White. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. He stiff-arms it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, and he rifles one incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to stretch out their lead.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
2nd and 7.
To throw, White. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. White looks to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
And the Giants will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Campbell making the catch. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just got to give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And it's taken in at the 9. 13
yards on the return there after a punt of 57.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Second down, it's White.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So he stopped for no gain. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. White on 3rd and long. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And quickly they get to the line.
On gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Dallas.
On 1st and 10, White. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First down, Cowboys.
Looking to throw. White. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw on third down. White bites. Now White lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. Going quickly out to the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. He's got it at the 2. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Flushed out right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Pearson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Throwing, Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Barkley, inside handoff. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. But if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense.